All right, today we're gonna restore the headlight, both headlights on my 2008 Volvo XC70. They're pretty cloudy. Um, I started following the directions using this little pad, but it's just way too fine for the headlight itself. So I'm gonna start with 400 wet or dry. It's probably a little too harsh, but I'm gonna work my way down from 400 to 600 to 1500, and then maybe I don't know what grit this little rectangular pad is, but maybe I'll follow it up with that. But this is way too fine for this. There's not much to see. It's just a kit from Rust-Oleum. I used it once before. I had great luck with it. And it was about $10 cheaper than the other one that I was going to buy on Amazon. So, yeah, that's it. Just get a little water from a empty Windex bottle, and just sand until it's fairly smooth, till all the I don't know what you would call it, the haziness is gone. Of course, you're going to have sanding marks, sand scratches, but you work your way down, or work your way up in grit, and everything should be fine. You can see it's yellowish, getting rid of all the, there's some kind of a factory plastic coating on here, some kind of factory coating, I don't know what it is. But you can pretty much tell when you're through with it, or through it. And then just work your way up in grit. Give it another squirt, rinse it off a little. Yeah, a lot of sand scratches. Yeah, I went through the coating right here. This is all plastic. This still has a coating on down here. It's a fairly easy job. It's just time consuming. A lot of people don't want to tackle it, and I understand. It's definitely easier to take it somewhere else. But if you're not afraid of a little bit of elbow grease, anybody can do it. That's why they sell these kits. And there's, I don't know, I can't say hundreds of them on Amazon, but there's a lot. So I'm going to continue doing this throughout the rest of the headlight, and then I'll dry it off, show you, and then I'll get back to you. All right, 400 is done. There's a couple little spots here and some here. of the old factory coating, but I'm not worried about that at all. This is 400. It's pretty dull, quite dull actually. It's all, you know, sanded. So now I'm going to move to 600. And it's really pretty much the same process as 400. Take a piece of 600 out. If I can find it. $600 wet and dry, or wet or dry rather. Just do one section at a time, about a third and a third and a third. It really doesn't take long at all. This 600 is just gonna eliminate the 400 scratches. It'll just make it a little bit more smoother. A little bit smoother. And if you don't have sandpaper, wet dry sandpaper at home, pretty much any auto, I can't say auto parts, any auto body supply store would have them, or you can, I'm sure Amazon has them. You can get, you can buy it by the sleeve, which is a lot more expensive, or you can buy it one or two sheets at a time. I think Home Depot may even have. I'm seeing the difference already, a big difference between the 600 and the 400. Whether that's because of the water, I don't know, but I don't think so. The 600 is definitely a lot more smooth. Okay. Yeah, big difference. Might not be picking up on the camera, but there's a big difference. I'm going to stop this now and I'll show you the end result. All right, it's 600 is done. I doubt very much that the camera is picking this up, but in real life this is a lot clearer than the 400 was. Now move over to 1500. And that's pretty much as high as I go. I don't have anything higher than 1500. So after this, I'm going to use this little block that comes with it, this little sanding block. It's got fine grit on this, really fine grit on this side. Must be like, feels like 3,000, feels like a piece of paper. And this, I have no idea what this, maybe 225, I have no idea. But I'll switch over to that. And then I'm just going to do the other headlight. And when I get that done, I will not show that process because one headlight is just the same as the other. I'll just show you the end results. They give you this stuff to wipe on. There you go, no glare. And I used this once before on my wires caught 2003 S10 pickup headlights, and it's been well over a year, and they've held up very, very nice. I don't know if they can see that. I don't know where the camera is pointing, but they've held up for quite some time here. And I made the mistake when I opened this. I gave it a sniff. Don't do that. Do not give it a sniff. I just about fell over. It's super, super potent, whatever that stuff is. Again, this is 1,500. Do about a third or a half. I like to work in thirds. It's easier to control, easier to see rather. There's really no control. You can feel the difference when you're sanding between the 600 and the 1500. Yeah, as you blow through the 600 scratches, with the 1500, it definitely gets a lot smoother, a lot easier to move the sandpaper back and forth. Finishing up on this, on the other side here. I know all I've shown you was the first third, but I figured I'd show you the third, so to speak. I wish I had something a little smoother than 1500, but it's not too bad. I think it's going to be just fine. like I said, I'm gonna run over it with that little BS square pad that they give you. I wish they gave you some other options. Quite smooth. Once that clear is on it, it will be very clear. Imagine that. Again, I'm using the coarser side, which is really actually quite fine to begin with. I mean, not the coarser side, well, yeah, the coarser side. It's important to have both headlights sanded before you wipe the stuff, the coating, because it will dry out between. By the time you get the other headlight done, it will be dry. So keep that in mind. It says so in the directions, and pretty much if you follow the directions, you can't go wrong. Second, third. Third. I don't know if you can see it. Like I said before, I don't know if it's picking up on camera or not, but it is definitely getting clearer. That's because we're going up in grit. So the sand scratches are becoming finer and finer, which is what we want. I'm not going to bother rinsing this off. I'm just going to, well, I'll re-wet everything, but not really rinse it off. I'm going to move to the finer side of the sanding block. I really don't have that much time invested in this, maybe a half an hour. Yeah, whatever grit this is, I wish I had some in sandpaper. Maybe I should invest in some. Thing is, I don't use it that often. That's why why I don't have it. When I do any kind of paint work here in my garage, I usually just nib it down with 1500, and that usually suffices. Then I compound it after that, and then polish, and that is usually pretty good. Okay, let's wipe this down and see what they look like. Oh yeah, you can, that's about as smooth as I'm gonna get it with the sandpaper. And the block. The kit comes with a microfiber towel, about the size of a washcloth. I'm just really not going to be using it. Other than a few minor hazing cracks, I guess they would be like heat cracks or whatever. This is pretty smooth. This is ready for clear coat. All right, I got a couple things I got to do. I'm going to take a break and I'll get back. Alrighty, I'm back. I never really did show you what the headlights looked like before. So this is the second headlight, and the first one looked pretty much the same. It's pretty cloudy. Got some clear spots, but for the most part, kind of nasty. So, on to the next headlight. Okay, second headlight is done. Coming to the wipe it stuff. And the kit comes with rubber gloves, nitrile gloves, not rubber. I would suggest using them. They even fit me. I'm an extra large in gloves, even nitrile gloves. The larges and the do not fit. Like I said, don't give this a sniff. Don't sniff this stuff. It'll knock you on your ass. Ooh, it's strong stuff. Very strong stuff. Okay, put this one down for now. Grab the other one. Ah, shit. Don't drop it either. if you run over, if you go over it more than once, it will get tacky and it will pull it out of your hand. So make sure you got a hold of it. I don't know if this was a mistake of putting more than one coat on this headlight. Let's see if I can even it out a bit. Yeah, that worked out. Okay, good. It worked out good. Check the other headlight out. Okay. This is potent stuff. I don't know what it is, but it's pretty potent. Let's get you guys in here so you can see. All right. This is the final product. I don't know if that's going to stay headlight. It's not like brand new, but it is a heck of a lot better than it was. Some people say you can use toothpaste. That's for very, very minor fogging. I wouldn't suggest using it. And you could try it, but let's check the other one out. Like I said, I had good luck with the with this kit once before. Whether this will improve my nighttime driving or nighttime sight, who knows? But it looks better. Okay, till the next time. As far as this little sanding pad goes, I would do yourself a favor and get some wet dry sandpaper. Some 600, 400, 15, 2000 if you can. And just work your way up. All right, that's it.